Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy, and you...
I could totally show you.
No!
Not again!
Hi.
Where's our daughter?
Wherever you were.
So the first all-female superhero mashup, The Marvel, will open, I think it's actually next week. It's part of the cultural phenomenon known as Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel has released 32 feature films grossing $29 billion. They've sold more tickets than any other franchise in movie history. Joanna Robinson explores the making of Marvel and how it became such a powerhouse in a book that she co-authored, MCU, The Reign of Marvel Studios. Joanna, thank you for joining us. Good morning.
Well, thanks for having me. What a thrill to be here.
Yeah, thank you. It's really amazing how quickly this the Marvel MCU phenomena happened, because it doesn't really seem that long ago. It started with Robert Downey and Iron Man, right?
2008, exactly. And it, for some people who grew up on it, it feels like the superheroes have always been the most popular thing in Hollywood. But that's certainly not the case for those of us who've been around a little longer. And what we wanted to explore in this book, in addition to the superhero movies that some people love and some people don't, is just this phenomenon of a kind of storytelling swallowing up Hollywood for over a decade. How did that happen? And then are we on the brink of it not being the case anymore, is the question a lot of people are asking themselves right now.
Yeah, so how did it happen? I mean, why do you think that people were so enamored by this, and, Marvel became such a big deal?
Speaking with, we spoke with over 100 people for this book, and speaking with the screenwriters on the original Iron Man film, something that they talked about a lot, even though there was some years distance between the two, is actually September 11th. Oddly enough, September 11th ushered in this era of genre storytelling with Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and all of this stuff, Game of Thrones eventually. I feel like we, certainly American audiences were looking for sort of simplistic moral stories that could give them hope and feel like it could give them some sense of order in the world.
And have we crossed over now? I mean, it seems like there's all of these characters now that you've never heard of, and maybe the ticket sales aren't like they were in the beginning.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be clear, Marvel is still making more money at the box office than anyone else is.
Right.
It's just they're not making as much as they used to. And the upcoming The Marvels movie that you mentioned is tracking to make significantly less than the first movie starring Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. And that's not usually the case with a sequel. A sequel usually at least makes as much, if not more. And so the question is, to your point, Robin, like, are we seeing the end of this era? And I think that a mistake that Marvel made was making too many films and TV shows. And all of a sudden, folks who don't cover this stuff really, really closely are confused and overwhelmed by how many things. Then it starts to feel like homework and not fun entertainment anymore.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yes, that is exactly it.
And a little bit like Star Wars, right? Where, we were so enthusiastic about it all, and then suddenly came this deluge of Star Wars movies and television shows. And as a big fan of Star Wars, I kind of lost interest in it all.
I mean, it all comes down to what we like to call in the biz the streaming wars, right? All these various companies are trying to compete with Netflix, and you've got Disney is no stranger to this. So Disney Plus, it has to have content on it. And in order to have content on it, you need all these Star Wars shows and all these Marvel shows that aren't necessarily ready in some cases for people to see. And so you see a drop off in quality over the course of a season, or, it's just too much for people to keep up with. And this is true of content all over the place. People are struggling to keep up with everything that's going on, and a lot of people just sort of throw up their hands and give up, and I can't blame them. And I think if Marvel wants to right the ship in some way, I think they know this, that they need to narrow down and focus down on what is working rather than just spreading the field with so many heroes that we can't possibly keep track of.
Let me ask you a question about the storytelling. At some point, does it start to feel formulaic to you? Is there more room there to grow?
I think that's such an interesting question. I do think for Marvel, at least at a certain point, they tried to move away from the, what we like to call an origin story. But you see that a lot with the likes of Spider-Man or Batman, where you're like, oh no, I've seen Batman's parents get shot so many times, or I've seen Uncle Ben die so many times in Spider-Man. But I think something like the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, the most recent effort from Sony, they skipped the origin story. So I think they're aware that people are getting tired of the same beats and are trying to come up with new beats. Like the She-Hulk television show tried to be very like meta, break the fourth wall, quirky. I think they're trying a bunch of things, which is admirable, but not all of those things are working.
Or the Spider-Man animated Spider-Verse movies, right?
Into the Spider-Verse, exactly.
That took the Spider-Man saga, which was starting to get a little tired, and reinvented it. It was maybe one of the more interesting things lately.
I completely agree. That's my favorite superhero movie, Into the Spider-Verse.
All right, well, for more, you can check out JoWroteThis.com or follow her on social media. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.